That's it. I jammed one of my motors and it is not spinning at all right now. Right, that's the end of today's session, I guess. Alright guys, just want to show you this real quick, so pardon the messy table. So I recently watched this video by Slatt FPV and he talked about what happens if your motors get jammed, just like this one I'm holding right here. Right, it's not really spinning freely. It's because the shaft, let me just get this out, is actually not straight anymore. You can't really see it because this is recorded on the GoPro, so I can't really get it to focus. But essentially, this shaft here in the middle, this long shaft, is now off aligned with the bell. You see that? So that's the reason why the magnets are down touching each other from here and here, and it's causing a lot of friction and doesn't allow you to spin. So what you need to do, what I figured out, because I was waiting for Slatt to come out with that video where he say he's gonna teach you how to do so,
and by just the bell bending, it's actually the shaft bending, not the bell. When the shaft bends, I'm able to then take pliers and bend the shaft just a little bit back over, and then it's completely fine again. And you could do this like 8 times until it's been bent back and forth too many times where it kind of gets weak and snaps.
Today I jammed another motor. This is my third one, and I thought, let's just try and see if I can come up with a method, and I did. So I want to share it with you. And what you do is basically find the spot that is really jammed. Okay, so for example, around here, then I find that I see that the poles are touching each other, the magnets are touching each other. So I put my thumb, or you can probably put a piece of sticker or tape or something to mark and indicate where that thing is, because that's where you want it to move away and create gap between the magnets. So I put my thumb here, I grab and pull the bell out. So remember, this is where the part that is touching the other part here, right? Then what I want to do is now make sure that this shaft is going to come downwards. Okay, so I remember my position, grab a plier, and then I clamp it down. Here's the thing, I don't really care if my exterior of the bell gets scratched or whatsoever, so I'm doing it this way. If you want, you can definitely put some protection, maybe like a piece of rubber. That will help a lot. Otherwise, the next thing you only need to do is just to kind of like clamp it down a little until, I mean, this is a really trial and error, so let me just put it back and see how it goes. There we go, see? Now it's spinning freely. So anyway, now I fixed it, I have to make sure that I remember to put the screw back to lock the bell in place. And while I can test it with a propeller right now, so now I've put a prop in place on this broken arm, and well, it's convenient, and this, as you can tell, is spinning properly. Not the best, but it gets you going. Okay, and one more thing to point out is that I did not, and I don't think I want to bend the shaft from this direction. Number one, there isn't much of the surface on the bell from my plier to grip on. It will slip right off. Number two is that you really do not want to mess up with the screw thread on the side of the bell, because if this is messed up, then there's just no way your nut can go in and secure your props. So I have 3 of them. I fixed 2 now. I'm going to proceed on with my 3rd one. This is still a little jammed, as you can tell. There you go. It's not really spinning, but yeah, I think I can get that fixed as well. Right, so fix the motor down to my usual flying practice spot, and let's see if that actually fixed the motor. Here we go.
So yeah, it's a little crowded today with a funeral happening in my neighborhood. So I decided to just fly in the open area, not hitting any gaps whatsoever, because I don't want to run into the risk of hitting any soft targets. But yeah, point proven. The motor is working fine and its spinning is working well. So if you have a motor that has the same issue as me, when you land in the wrong angle and it crash into the wrong angle and it causes it to jam, you can do what I just did and it will get you back in the air in no time. Keep flying, people.